Okay, so valid parentheses. Given a string containing just the characters, we use these types of parentheses, determine if the input is valid. So an input string is valid if open brackets must be closed by the same type of brackets, open brackets must be closed in the correct order. So note that an empty string is also considered valid. Okay, so this input is valid, and this one is also is valid. I think the first thing that comes up in my mind to create a stack and just try to pop and push everything, and if the length is 0, just this means it's valid. But the things that makes it harder that open brackets must be closed in the correct order. This makes it a little bit harder, but it's okay. And this one is false. So because it's not in the correct order, so the value of there is a closing and opening for each kind of brackets, which is correct, but it's not in the correct order. So this is what makes the problem a little bit harder. Here is in the correct order. So I think we can just start to implement a solution. So first thing, I will create a stack. It's just an array in JavaScript. And I'm not sure about the constraints. Yeah. So if s dot length mod to does not equal to 0, return false, which means they give you only one character in the string, or an odd character, which we don't even need to check, because to be a valid string, it's need to be an even number. And if they give you, yeah, and now what we can do is just s.split, so convert it to array of characters, the string. So s.split, give it an empty string, and for each character in the array, I will execute this callback. First thing, I will get the length of the stack, length, and now const char is the stack. So one second, stack the length minus 1, which is the previous the last entered character into the stack. This is it. And what I need to check, first thing, so if c equal to this character, which is the opening of the normal parentheses, or c equal to the open of the array parentheses, or c is equal to this block, I think the mustache parentheses. What I will do in this case, I will just push. I'll push this character or anything. I will just push this. No, sorry, I will push this character. You need to push it. So because in the end, I'm just gonna check it like this. And now, else, if this is not an opening of any kind of parentheses, I need to pop it if some conditions matches. So what is the conditions? First thing, if it's an closing of the normal parentheses and the length does not equal to 0, also the character, the last one we entered, is an opening parentheses, which means we have a valid combination and in the correct order. So stack.pop, and I'll just do it on. Now if c equal this closing, and the previous one was this, just pop as well. The third one will be if c equal this closing, the mustache one, and the same condition, and here it's this, then pop. At the end, you just need to return stack.length is equal to 0. So if it's equal to 0, which means it was a valid string. So yeah, I think that's it. Because if we find a closing parentheses and the top of the stack was not the equivalent one, which means this string is not even a valid one. So yeah, that's why we are checking this one. So let's try to submit it. Should be fine. So okay, it's got accepted, and the stats not that good. So it's faster than 6% and less than 28%. Anyway, thank you.